Hey, it's Miko. We're looking today at the new BMW iDrive 7. This is 2019 BMW X5. This system will be in all new models, starting from the new 3 Series coming up, the X7, and so on. This will move to everything. So, totally redesigned interface. We played with this a little bit, and it's pretty different, and it's designed to be more like what we used to with their current smartphones, basically smartphones, tablets. That's the thinking behind it. So in this car, you actually have two full displays. This is the iDrive display, and you have the driver information display, which is pretty much the same size. It's 12.3, and they're both digital and just designed obviously differently. So let's quickly look at this one, the driver display. As you can see, it's fully digital. It is still designed to look like it's analog, but obviously it's not. So you have the gas display, speed, tachometer, and engine temperature here. This display can be changed. Right now it's on the map, and we can customize it. We can take this off or make it display like your route, for example, or just route preview. In here we can add a few things. So it still has the same as all BMW's button for BC. So when I push that button, it toggles between different displays. Right now it's the mileage or efficiency. This is trip computer. This is what is it called, Mitch? What do they call it? It's yeah, like a G-force display. When you drive, it shows which way you're leaning and how much G-force is applied. And these are the sport displays. So you only, before you were able to pull it on the main screen. Right now you can pull it up there. And this is the sound system, shows you what's going on with the infotainment. And now we turn it off. Let's see, when you go to different modes, it changes a little bit. So you see it shows you which mode you're in, and it changes slightly. Back to comfort, and Eco Pro changes always to blue, so it helps you be more efficient. And let's see, what else did we have? You can also, I believe you can pull another display for speed. Now on this car right now, I turn off the head-up display, and when you turn off head-up display, when I do the roller on the steering wheel on the right side, I can pull the stations, and there are a couple. Yeah, so with the roller you can move through different stations. It is a little bit weird because you have the roller and you have these two buttons, and they do kind of like the same thing. And this button will let you toggle between different music sources, whatever's installed. Right now it's on the radio. Once you add your phone, Bluetooth, or I guess Apple CarPlay, you'll be able to select that. All right, so now let's quickly look at the main display. So the idea is totally different. You still have controls right here. This controller is the same as you had before, the iDrive controller. You toggle with this. You have shortcuts for home, apps, communications, media, which is music, map, and navigation. And this is a full touchscreen as well. So if you prefer to use it as a touchscreen, you can. If you want to use it in a safer way, if you're used to the controller, you just use the scroller. So right now, this is the home menu. On the left side, you have shortcuts to main things. You can always move back, just like on the previous one. So if I move the controller to the left, it moves it back. Or if I push the back button, it does the same thing. So that's the same as the old iDrive. Option is the same. If there's an option and you're in specific setting, you can pull that up. What is different is this layout. So these are pages. By the way, this car has gesture control, but I turned it off for now because it just confuses you a little bit, especially if you do a lot of gestures. But as you can see right here, this is like on the iPhone, the regular iOS, when you have different screens. So you can have, I believe, up to 10 screens. This is one. Second screen. Right now we have 3 screens right here. And all these screens are customizable. So as you can see right here in the upper left corner, if I push this, I can customize it. I can remove something, or I can select something else to replace it. and then I say done, and that's what I just added. Again, to show you quickly, so you can move things around, you can add a page, and when you're done, just hit done. And you can access it through this corner, or if you just push and hold, it'll allow you to go to the same menu where you can adjust it. Let's go quickly through the main stuff. So media. This is similar to the previous one, previous iDrive. Radio, music collection, Bluetooth audio. Right now we don't have a phone. It's just scanning for devices, but nothing is set up right now. Screen mirroring, have not played with that. I would imagine, I think they had it on the previous one for Android only. We'll need to play with that separately. And you can add mobile devices through here. So that's your media. Communication is your cell phone. This is where you can add new phones. So I did try to, I paired my phone. Right now it is not paired. This is where you add your phones. BMW Assist. So again, this is similar to previous. Navigation. So this layout is a little bit different, much friendlier, because previously, like, you did have these icons here, but people always would, it'll take a while to figure out how to get there. Right now this is default, and it starts from where you input the address. So instead of saying address or just some icon, it tells you where to. Classic input, this is like old system. And then where to, a little bit different. You just start typing, or you select the voice input, and then you can just speak. Set home address, this is all the same. And then you have different menu right here. Traffic info. Let's go back. Map settings, map view. As you can see, it's much faster than it used to be. So the processing power is much better. We zoom in, see if we have the 3D. Yep, there you go. 3D looks really nice. Much easier to move it. Zoom out a little bit. So just much friendlier and more responsive. Theme map shows you weather map. I don't know if it's pulling right now. And we have the settings, and we can customize it, split screen. And let's just get out of it for now. And let's go back to the main menu. Car is a lot of information on the car. On the settings, this car, the customization level is much higher than previous systems or cars. There's just a lot of things you can do. Driver assistance, that's all the safety systems. Same as this button where you access all the safety stuff. Displays. So right now we have basically 3 displays. There's head-up display, instrument display, which is this one, and the control display. So you can customize everything on all of these displays. Doors access. This is similar to the old one. Do we have more stuff? Yeah, you can fold mirrors, one locked. So just a few adjustments, but similar to the previous one. Interior lighting will allow you to change the ambient lighting. This is similar to some models that we already have. Climate control. This is a little bit different because they redesigned the whole AC system. Right now, you can change temperature and fan speed, but additional settings, there's just less buttons here. And when you hit menu, this is the screen you get. So you can access this screen faster, and mainly it's for synchronization, air recirculation, and a couple of other stuff, a couple of other things. Go back, key button settings. Adjust the key, what the keys do, and this is it with, I'm getting confused a little bit here. Okay. Driver profiles. This is kind of a big deal with new cars, with the new system. I cannot demo it properly because you need to create a profile that's attached to a BMW Connected account. But what it does is it allows you to save a lot of things that you normally do, all your stations, all your settings, your basically everything you do with the car, and it saves it to your key, and it saves it in the cloud. So it is saved with your BMW Connected account. And then if you get a different car, you update your car, you get a let's say a courtesy vehicle from the dealership, you can just import all those settings really quickly into the car you're driving. And it's basically like if you think with the iPhone, when you do backup through iTunes, and then you get a new phone, it looks exactly the same. That's the idea here. Owner's manual, similar to the old ones, except that there's just more stuff that you can do. And there are still some issues with that. I don't know, we played with this. I'm trying to see. There's supposed to be videos. And we were not able to watch those videos because there were still some software issues. I'm just trying. There we go. Video. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the software.
Various light controllers optimally adapt your vehicle's headlamp.
Instead of reading, you can actually just watch it and listen to and learn about your own car, which is really cool. And I'm glad that it's working. Where were we? Okay, so we were in the car, owner's manual, driver information. That's basically like a trip computer, trip data. Another way to access a few different things, sport displays. This is a different display, so you have pretty much everything here. It shows you, this is what used to be the sport display, horsepower and torque. This is the G-force display, tire pressure and temperature. What else is cool here? Driving style analysis. That's for better efficiency. Similar to what you had before, but it used to be just a small display down here on the driver display for your efficiency. X view is kind of cool. I guess this is specific for off-road vehicles like X cars, which shows you the compass, the tilt, and all the things that's going on with the car. Energy flow, again, not related a lot to this car because this is not a hybrid, but this will be cool for hybrids and electric cars. Okay, apps, certain things. Again, we cannot do a lot of things here because this car is not sold, is not connected to BMW Connected yet. So we have only what comes default with the car. And once this is your vehicle, you can get certain apps just to go directly through the car, mainly in entertainment, music apps, podcasting, stuff like that, and whatever BMW allowed, and it's optimized for it. Just to play with it quickly, there you go. News, weather. Again, just compared to the old car, works much faster and you don't need to wait a lot. Still, there's a slight delay, but it works much better. This is also where you get software updates, I guess. It's loading up. Don't know how fast it's gonna. There we go. So it's doing something. Okay, here we go. This is the latest software version, and this is where you check whether it's updated, all the information about it, and probably if you want to update it here as well. Let's go back. We were in the apps, BMW store. Again, that's an app, and I doubt I'll be able to do much right now because this car is not connected, but it's trying to do something. Yeah, there we go. So it cannot be loaded. The car has to be sold and registered first. And let's see what else we have. So also you have these icons up here. Obviously you have the time. This is your profile, and you can change profiles. This is an let's say if the music is working. Where's audio? Where am I? Media. Okay, so music is working. You can mute it from here. That's another new function. And this allows you to get to the previously accessed features or just something for quick access, what's favorites. Basically, these are your favorites. And then you can just close it back up. And you can use it, access it through the control as well. If you push it up, you get it to the same place. So I guess the system just figures out what's the most the things that you use the most. Finally, BMW gave up, and there's no CD player default in this car. As you can see, there's nothing here, and you can add a CD player if you're still in the previous century, and it should be in the glove box. Otherwise, you have one USB here, another USB in the glove box, and obviously Bluetooth works much better and faster. You still have these global presets. They were always popular for people that knew how to use them, and the way to use them is basically you can store anything. It could be a station, it could be access to anything in the system. So actually I want to test it quickly. Let's say vehicle status. Let's say, can I store this? Push, hold, and there you go. So whatever is selected down here, it's saved. So now when I push this button, that's what I'm seeing, and the rest is not assigned. Okay, so let's see, let's go home. We've been talking for more than 10 minutes. That's pretty much it. So the new system, again, in conclusion, updated, much more intuitive, much designed to be more like what we used to our cell phones, new smartphones and tablets. A better connectivity with the internet, with the cloud. Everything gets stored. Voice control, touchscreen works well, much faster. You still get the same controller, which I believe is safer to use this. And the last thing is voice command. Voice command works just as well as the previous model, except that they did some adjustments similar to Siri, where you can program the car to respond to you saying something like, "Hello, BMW." Did we set it? I guess we did not set it, but you just, instead of pushing the button, you can name the car, call it by name, and then it's listening to you and it's doing whatever you want to do. That's it. Thanks for watching.